What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and in today's video we have highlights of my Legend League attacks for today. You guys know that at the moment I am using the Queen Charge into Hog Riders as my attack strategy. It has been working pretty well, and we had the former #1 player in the game on the channel in order to give us some tips. If you missed that one, I will be sure to link it at the end of this video. But let's go ahead and do what we need to do for today. The first thing before we get into the first parts of this video is upgrade our Grand Warden, because yesterday in the trader shop we had a book of heroes, so we can go ahead and upgrade the Grand Warden to level 39, just one more level before he gets that extra half a second at his ability. So let's go ahead and upgrade that and use the Book of Heroes in order to finish that off. Just one more level. I cannot wait. It gives you such a huge boost. Guys, if you are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for all of my Clash of Clans videos. But let's go ahead and dive into today's highlights. Here we go, guys. Let's get into one of the Queen Charge Hog Rider attacks. It is one of my own bases, a troll base. Now for this one, you really want to try and Queen Charge the top area, take down the king, queen, the clan castle troops. Not the easiest thing in the world to do, but then you can kind of overwhelm the base with the rest of them. You can actually switch to the slammer often for this one as well, but let's see how things turn out. Let's start with the king. Do we start with the P.E.K.K.A. or the king? Let's actually start with the P.E.K.K.A. here, followed by wizard in order to help out, and then we will use the queen once the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizard takes out this area. Let's go with, there we go, queen, healers. We need the rage spell in there. Is our queen going to go down? We've pressed our ability. Probably shouldn't have, guys, but we pressed it anyway just to be safe. We need to be ready with the minion. There we go, in order to help with the lava pups at the end. Queen should continue to come forward. We can then use the king. Get ready with that next rage spell. There it goes as the queen comes forward for the town hall, for the king, and then we can swap to the slammer at this point. Can actually use the slammer there, and then that will open up the wall compartments, ready for our queen to go into the base itself, or it should. We're actually struggling here a little bit, so let's go with a couple of balloons. That will test for the bombs anyway, because normally there are some black bombs over this area. Queen should continue to take out this area. Then we can use the king here in order to create the funnel, and we can press the hog riders straight through. Let's get that rage spell in. Everything coming forward here. Our queen is going to go down, guys. I didn't realize that this was going to happen. Let's press the hog riders through. With the Grand Warden, we might have just about saved things. Let's get a heal spell into that area. King is still alive. Let's use an earthquake spell in the center. Grand Warden's ability used to protect the king and the hog riders coming through. Queen still alive. King with his ability can be helpful here. Let's get the final heal over onto the multi-inferno. This is looking pretty good, guys. I'm just trying to clean up around the base here. Let's get a miner into the back end, try and distract, but really it's not going to do much. I don't think it's going to matter, because we should be able to get this. I'm hanging on to the king's ability, but I might as well use it now as the final splash damage defense goes down, trying to send in the minions from the bottom of the base as everything pushes through, and this should be a 3-star, our first one for today, guys. So we're going to have to pick it up. This is the third attack of the day, first one that you guys are seeing, because it is my first 3-star. The hog riders go down, but we've got so much coming through the base. This is why I love the miner as well. It can just get in there and start doing work. It can tank for wizard towers. You guys seen that, and remember, I'm going to link at the end of this one the video where we had Itsu on the channel giving us the tips in order to get this done, how you guys can do it as well. We are smashing some noobs today in Legends League, so let's move on to the next attack. Alright guys, we've got to do something. Just 3 attacks left and only 1 3-star to our name for today. It is another troll base, this one, but it is slightly different. So how exactly do we attack this? I feel like we go for a similar tact in terms of the queen walk towards the top of the base. Not the easiest thing to do here. I feel like if we have the 3 balloons into this corner area, we could take this down. Let's try that, guys. Let's go with the P.E.K.K.A here, followed by, once the archer tower is tanked, 3 balloons in order to take that down. We should be able to take potentially the cannon down there as well. Let's see how this goes. Let's just get an archer onto there. Let's get a wizard here in order to help. And do we get the cannon? No, the wizard tower is going to take the balloons. That is a shame, guys. That is a shame. But let's start with the queen, and then we can potentially get the healers in now that she is taking some damage. Nothing in order to test for any bombs, but we should be good here. She should move up over towards the top, unless she makes a mistake, as she is doing now by taking out the gold storage. She's actually going to go the wrong way here, guys. I'm almost confident that she's not going to go to the top. Is she? Come on, queen, you can do this. Let's freeze this area because there's so much damage here. She's going to be taking a lot of firepower, and we probably needed the loons there, guys. I'm not going to lie. Queen taking a lot of damage. Takes down the enemy queen. Let's get 1 hog rider onto this area to try and just get this bomb tower down. Get a little bit of damage off our queen if we can. She'll take the expo. Step up. Maybe get the town hall here before she goes through the wall. She doesn't. Queen, what are you doing? Why would you choose to go through a wall right there? Like, I don't understand what your logic is. King is going to take this area down, press the queen forward to the town hall. Let's use the slammer because we don't actually need anything else. We can use the wall wrecker here to activate the town hall, get the slammer onto the town hall. Once that goes down, we can then send in the hogs here to this side with the Grand Warden. Queen is just about safe at this point. We can use the Grand Warden's ability. We can save onto the queen's ability for the moment as the hogs move through. We can go ahead and use a heal spell here on the outside of the base. Queen's ability still activated. As we move through, we got to have a heal for the hogs. They moved the wrong way. Go down to the... Oh, they didn't. They needed to go down to the Inferno tower there, and they went up to the northern one, so my heal spell is pretty much wasted. Troll Tesla farm in the bottom of the base. Might be able to take out that cannon with a minion if we are fortunate. We've still got the healers on the queen. Don't think it's going to be enough. Let's get another minion onto that cannon just to speed up that process. We might as well get the archer in with the P.E.K.K.A. Just get any kind of damage into this. 30 seconds. Oh, that heal spell was used on the wrong multi-inferno. I thought the hogs were going to path down over. They pathed up over to the inferno. That is so frustrating, guys. I cannot believe that that has just happened and ultimately cost us the 3-star here. That just teaches me a lesson. Wait until you see the pathing of the hogs. You've got to try and predict their pathing in case of a giant bomb. It means, again, it's a high percentage too, but it's not enough. Alright guys, we have just 2 attacks to get this done and ensure we get some more 3-stars. What have we got for this final base? We have a little pocket down here where we can take out the clan castle, the eagle and the queen. But then how do we get the hog riders to the center? Well, we shouldn't really have to funnel anything there. We could potentially then use the wrecker to get the king into this area and take out a lot of this, and then hog rider in from this area. They should then go to the town hall. I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go with the queen. Let's get a balloon in there first just to kind of start off here. She should go into the base. I feel like she should go into the base. Let's get the healers in straight away here to start off with. We're pretty comfortable here. Pretty comfortable. Let's use the wrecker, I feel. Where's our poison? Ah, we used our poison early. Okay, that was for the baby dragon. Let's get a minion in order to help this area. Press the queen forward. Probably didn't need to use that rage, to be fair. I don't know, it just helps speed the queen up. We have a very kind of thin area down here that we've got to ensure our queen gets through quick enough. There's one black bomb from the balloon. I feel like there's going to be more down here, so let's get another balloon in. Is there another one? Come on! Ah, we didn't quite get one. Okay, where are we going here? Let's hope the queen gets in here and gets what we need. Let's start with... Queen's ability might need to be used here. Yep, let's get it used. Let's use the freeze. Let's use the P.E.K.K.A, the king, the wall wrecker, everything coming into the base now. Let's use the freeze in this area. We've got to try and save onto the queen here. Try and redirect things onto our wrecker and the king. Come on, queen, you can take this down. Let's use the king's ability. Pressing forward. As this goes down, we can then use just a couple of hogs to the archer tower, majority of them down to the bottom here, with the Grand Warden coming through. Everything should now move towards that town hall. This is looking good, guys. Let's get a heal spell in for any giant bombs that might be next to the Inferno. Let's earthquake. Might have earthquaked a little bit early. Queen is going to go down. Definitely earthquaked a little bit early. Let's wait on the Grand Warden's ability. I don't want the Hog Riders to go down to that Giga Bomb. They're actually going around the town hall, but they should still get this. Jumping out. Let's use that heal spell. Now what have we got to do here? We can use a miner on the back end for that wizard tower. Let's start cleaning with wizards here around the base. We can actually use archers there. Hog riders coming through. We can use more wizards down to the bottom as everything is tanked. We've got a single Inferno at the top, which I didn't even see. Let's get a minion to that, and then the hog riders have to get through this. We've got to try and distract this wizard tower as the hogs come through. Let's just sacrifice a wizard in order to help there, and another one for the hog riders to get through, because we've got to save the hog riders. It might have been enough, guys, in order for them to get through. We lose a wizard to the bottom, to that giant bomb. Why are the healers on an ice golem instead of the hog riders? We've only got 17 seconds, 91%. Come on, we've still got a chance here as the hog riders split. I don't think we're going to get it. Giant bomb takes out our wizards. Damn, it is a time fail. Just not on point today, guys. Not quite getting them 3 stars. 95 it is. Let's move to the next attack. Alright, guys, we have the final attack here, so we've got to try and get a 3-star out of this one. It is an island base. I normally like attacking these with bat spells because you can easily surround them, especially the single target Infernos, but I definitely don't like the idea of this one and the queen being at that top area. I kind of feel like we need to charge this area, hope we get it down, and then we can either bail out, send the hogs to the town hall, or we can do this properly depending on how well we do. Let's start with the P.E.K.K.A and a couple of wizards on this side, followed by the king, a wizard, then we can use the queen, a balloon, and then the wall wrecker on this side. The P.E.K.K.A is unfortunately going to go down. Damn, we missed the king's ability there, which would have been good to keep him off the single target Inferno. Now we can use the healers onto the queen. As the wall wrecker comes through, we've got to try and help the wrecker through here. So we are going to use the freeze because I wasn't sure if we were going to get that. We've used the poison and the king has continued to go through, so actually the balloons might not end up going through the poison here. They might. We might get lucky, guys. The poison actually goes down though, which is not ideal. We've got to hope that the queen takes this down. I'm actually going to use my minions to try and help out. The ice golem is going to help, but it's not necessarily going to be enough here as we rage through. We've got to get the balloons down. Come on, queen. You can do this. Yes, she is just going to get it, guys. That was a close one. We could have easily got that wrong. Let's start with the hog riders here to this single Inferno because we cannot let it lock onto the queen quite yet. Let's use the heal spell. Coming around here, queen is going to get in range of that other Inferno tower. Let's use 2 balloons here. As we come through, let's use the earthquake spell to activate that. Send the hog riders through, and then we can use that Grand Warden's ability. We still have a rage, which we can use for the queen. I was debating using it for the hog riders there, but decided to use it on the queen. Let's use that ability. Let's use the heal for the hog riders. Get the wizards in. This is not looking too too bad at all here. Hog Riders getting surrounded though at the bottom. We need to just reinforce with a miner there to try and help out. There's so much damage there. The healers onto the hogs. The queen will go down to the single inferno, but if the hogs get through, we might be in with a chance. We could have used the rage at the bottom onto the Hog Riders, and that might have been a better option. We could still get this. The giant bomb though is not going to help. There's a lot of Hog Riders to get through this. Once we get the expo, they've only got the single inferno left. I think we might still be in with a chance. Depends on bombs within this. We've got to hope there's no giant bombs. The hogs get through. They just get to it. They are going to take it down, guys. We're at 96. 23 seconds remain. I think we might get another 3-star, which means we've at least managed to show you a couple of 3 stars in today's recap video of Legends League. It's a battle against the clock. 5 seconds for the Dark Elixir storage to go down. The Wizards finally get there and we wrap it up with a 3-star, guys. So I do hope you enjoyed today's highlight of the Legend League.